Hi, welcome to PicksCast. I am Danny. This is Max. It's been a while.
How we doing, Dan?
Doing good.
It's been a little while.
It has been a little bit. Yeah, I actually had like a couple people send me via Snapchat being like, "Is everything okay?"
Well, that's partly my fault.
No, it is 100% your fault after I figured out what the fuck they were talking about.
What were they talking about?
The video, you were like, you did a video.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like...
I said Dan's going through some things.
Yeah.
And I meant he's moving from one house to another house and he got a promotion and like...
Did you say that?
I just said like Dan's going through some like... Dan's been busy. He's going through some things.
It made it sound like I was in rehab.
I know, it did.
And like, luckily, my family doesn't watch the PicksCast.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what the fuck, Max?
What's happening, Dan? No, yeah, I'm sorry. That was phrasing.
I was at Passages up in Malibu for fucking 3 weeks.
That was an unfortunate phrasing accident, and I apologize.
Everything has been awesome for me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're so busy
opposite.
that like you have so much cool shit going on that we haven't had a chance to sit down and do a PicksCast. So, anyway, phrasing. That's my bad.
Yeah, just everything's cool. I just got a big promotion. I moved to a different place, and everything's...
In LA. That's the other thing, is they were like, Danny's moving? Where's he going? Alaska? He looked good in Alaska. Somebody like Snapchatted me that, and I was like, what does that even mean?
In Alaska? No, it's the beard, long hair, fisherman vibe, where I'm hunting my things. I'm in nature. I get it. I totally get it.
He strikes me as a
huntsman. A Jewish huntsman of all.
The old JH. All right, well, we're back. PicksCast is back.
Don't have a drug problem. I'm good.
No drug problem. Well, no drug problems, but like we're open to drugs if you have any.
We are. And we're gonna have to redo the PicksCast.
Yeah, so it's back. PicksCast. We're up and cranking. We took a little while. We're figuring out how to do it. A lot of things. A lot of what have yous. Mm-hmm. Probably going to be its own YouTube channel at this point. That's going to be the biggest change.
And we are going to be doing a parathon.
We're doing a parathon,
which is not a Greek theater where plays are performed.
No, we'll be doing a Patreon. I'm still setting it up. There will be info in the description of the thing, or you can Snapchat Dan and ask him about it. Snapchat's really your only social media. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, I do have a Facebook.
Give me this pen. That's not your pen.
I don't even know what it is. I love feeling the top of it. What is this?
So
it's a button.
It's for drawing on an iPad.
I like doing this.
It's nice, right?
It's fun. I want like a bunch of these.
And it gets shorter too on the other side. I don't know if you saw that.
Ooh.
So it's very high level stuff we're working with here.
It looks like a vape pen.
It does, but it's a nerd pen for drawing on your Snapchats. I legitimately bought it because I wanted to do more detailed Snapchat drawings.
Really?
It's not that expensive. It's like $8, I think. I don't know. Wasn't that bad?
I can get it off Amazon.
Yeah. I'll put a referral link in the description. People always like, that's the other thing, is that people are always like, you always talk about all this cool stuff, like all these cool places you eat, all this, like, and not cool like expensive, but cool like delicious. Secret between you, me, and the PicksCast. Did I tell you I started a food Instagram the other day?
Not sure how I feel about that. Okay, let me see though.
Originally I did it because I was like, I wonder how much, because I'm trying to get dinner with Brittany, and I'm like, how about a burger place? She's like, we literally had a burger place like the last 3 days in a row. Yeah, you lunatic. I'm like, I don't eat burgers that much.
You do.
She's like, you don't eat burgers that much? You eat chicken like every other meal. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Default meal for you is burgers.
Default meal for me is chicken.
Whatever.
Second is burger. Third is steak. So if you're looking at the last few meals, chicken, burger, chicken, tuna fish, oatmeal, chicken, BLT, chicken omelet. But yeah, it's legitimately just pictures of my food. And it's so good. And then I accidentally like Snapchatted about it, so I have like 5 followers. But that's it. It like literally, I didn't want anyone to see it. I just wanted myself to see it.
This is so ridiculous. Those chicken fingers look awful.
They were so bad.
They look disgusting.
I got them at Vaughn's.
I know.
They were for a prop, and then I was like, well, I guess I better eat them for lunch.
Remember you had a huge prop of chili that one time?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Tin. I came over to the house. I was like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I was like, I'm eating some chili.
It's either that or children in there.
Just stop fucking judging me, Dan.
But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so I only use Snapchat. I do have Facebook, but I don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to post stuff. I like to just do my own thing, and not of the whole world. I don't even do Snapchat stories. I used to. When I first started, I would do a couple of them, but then I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah,
I like snapping though, because what's really cool is, like, for example, I think I was snapping someone a couple days ago. She was from Ireland, and it's just cool. Like I like.
It is really.
It's just interesting. Like, oh, like you live in Ireland. Like I love like Irish whiskey, like Highland Park and all that stuff.
I thought you were gonna say Irish women.
Well, yeah.
I love too. Like Irish pussy. So, balls in your court.
I probably did say something like that, but no. And then there was someone else. I forget her name. God, maybe her Snapchat name is Sparkly Giggles, but she lives in Scotland. Maybe I mentioned this in the PicksCast one time, but she like literally took me through her whole town with like these little like babbling brooks.
Oh, that's cool.
And like the scenery, and I was like, that is so rad, because I love Scotch. And I've always wanted to go to Scotland and drink Scotch and like all the little towns and get drunk and do a bunch of dumb shit with the town locals and like set shit on fire. And
have you been out of the country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Frayne.
Good old Frayne.
Oh, good old Frayne. I've been to France, Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey. Been to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you.
Ooh, I want to take you.
But yeah.
What's the next one? Key Largo. Right? Montego. Baby, why don't we go?
Fucking
I feel like I've met a bunch of people who have never been out of the country recently.
Well,
she wasn't out of the country. She went to fucking Korea. That was the first trip she took. Another one of my friends says that her first trip she's taken out of the country, she's going to Singapore.
Wow.
It's like, these are some big fucking trips you guys are
taking. Singapore is really cheap. And you can like eat and stay. I mean, like if you go, like, for example, like
have you been there?
No, but I know.
You've been to Asia?
No. I would love Asia. I feel like I would clean up in Japan.
With Japanese whiskey,
with
Japanese
women.
Sushi,
with Japanese
or Japanese women.
Japanese, all three. I feel like they totally dig the Last Samurai Tom Cruise look. Like, I really...
Did I tell you this? Yeah. Did I tell you this?
No, I did have a friend who went over there, and he told me, he was like, dude, you would fucking clean up there. He's like, your look is exactly what they're looking for.
They like white people.
They do. Love that.
Which is, you know, let's just break it down here. This is a new segment. We're going to do some segments right now. This segment is called, That's Not Racist. So Japanese people love white people. Especially if you're like traveling, or if you're like you're studying abroad, or if you're a really pale,
I'd like to study abroad.
Pale white. Excellent. That's not racist.
You know how many times I've said that in my life? Every time in college, someone's like, I'm going to study abroad. I'm like, oh, are you studying abroad? Which one? And they're like, I'm going to France. I'm like, no, what's her name? And it takes them a couple seconds. I'm like, oh, I get it.
I'm studying in Paris. And they're like, cool. And they're like, where are you studying, Dan? You're like, I'm not.
Like,
thanks for rubbing it in.
Like, Dan, that's ketchup on your face. I'm like, no, it's blood. Don't sweat it.
Studied Japanese people, I don't know. You know what I always found funny was when you see like the very typical, very, very white guy, you know, hanging out with the Japanese girl and the Japanese family, and then he's in the kimono, and then you're like, dude, what the hell happened to you? Like, what are you doing?
Hey, he just
cleaning up.
He dipped out. I'll tell you what though, like I'll clean up in Japan, but I feel like if I went to like Saudi Arabia, it'd be like the opposite. I feel like I'd be chased out.
Here?
Yeah, they'd be like, first of all, I think you're Jewish. What are you doing here? Second of all, those guys are gonna murder you.
They're probably like on their like immigration, you know, like you go through customs or whatever. They're probably like, your papers look fine. Yeah, I see you got a visa. We just have to process something. Do you want like a latke while you're waiting? And if you're like, yeah, they're probably like, swarm.
No, this is how they know you're Jewish. Like, yeah, and can I get some applesauce on the side? Like, yep, you asked for the applesauce.
And he'd be like, yeah, I'll take. I mean, what's a latte? They're like, oh yeah, all right, come on. That's the move. Anyway, that was a segment we like to call "That's Not Racist."
Watch me go to Japan and get like kidnapped and beaten and gang raped.
Like shivved.
I'm just like, I'm never going.
And
back.
they're like, we're gonna ransom you. And like the last person you called was me, and so they send me the ransom video, and I'm like, what the fuck, Dan? I don't care.
You're like, keep them.
The PicksCast will suffer, but you know, we'll figure out a way.
You do like me via jail. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm in like little stripe things.
Like that guy in Korea, North Korea. Did you hear about that kid?
No.
He was like a UVA kid, and he went over there and he
Yes.
was studying, and he stole a sign because he thought it was funny, and because he's a fucking college kid, and everybody does dumb shit in college, not a big deal. And then they like locked him up, and they threatened him with like 187 years in prison or something, and then he had to go on Schmitty's back. Then we had to go on TV and be like, I am so sorry, I have disrespected the glory that is North Korea and Kim Jong-un. Yeah, whoever the hell it was. It was fucking scary.
Dude.
So scary.
I'm telling you, I mean, I've been very mavericky in certain parts of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would never fuck with like an Arab country if I'm inside their country, and I would never go anywhere near fucking North Korea. You are just fucking asking for it. I'm not dealing with a fucking state that can lock me up for that long.
Forever.
Like forever. It's just like
You mean like it's like North Korea is like the geopolitical version of, say it with me, Roger Goodell.
yes. That's a good point.
Full circle. He can, they can just make something up and then penalize you for it. And then they'll be like, "Oh, do you want to You want an impartial judge to hear your case? Sure, I'm an impartial judge. And I just heard your case. And you're still guilty. Great, good talk."
Speaking of losing its fastball, I think Roger Goodell has lost a bit of his fastball. You know?
Wait. Please explain what losing your fastball.
So
There's very short backstory to that one.
it's not even that short. We were eating.
It's pretty short.
Oh no, I don't fucking know what's short. We were eating something. Was it pizza? What were we eating? Probably burgers. Sure. And he was talking. Oh no, sandwiches. I got Bay Cities, and he was talking about. I was saying, hey, look, if you get the sandwich, you don't eat it or eat half of it, and you leave the rest out for a couple hours, it gets pretty gross because of the oil and the mayo and all that stuff. And then Max goes, yeah, it loses its fastball. And I just thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever fucking heard. So
Like it gets crap. It used to be good.
like
and
it
then
used to be good, but it
crappy.
gets bad. Like a pitcher when he's pitching, and he's throwing 95 in the first couple innings, and he starts to lose his fastball. He's throwing 87, the top of the sixth, and he's getting shelled. 3 home runs. So, and
So now, for almost anything,
I'm just gonna say
Dan has been saying it, which leads me to say it. That's the worst part, is when like one of your friends starts saying something like you hate to see it.
yes.
When one person starts saying something, and it doesn't even have to be good. It just needs to be repeated over and over again. Like I started saying it. I started saying lose your fastball like a lot more, and now I bet it just disseminates. You know what I mean? So we're all gonna be saying it. So losing your fastball. That's the new.
But he has lost his fastball.
How do you mean?
Josh Gordon,
Back in the game.
he's back in the game. He kind of helped him out. He only suspended him 4 games, but it's like he's on a fucking very strict.
Drug thing.
Yeah, like he can't even fucking cough and fart at the same time, or he's suspended again. So yeah, but he's gonna be playing in week 5, which means I am picking up Josh Gordon. I picked him up a couple years ago in fantasy. He never came back or did shit. Oh, that's right, because fucking Johnny Manziel was playing, and he was too fucking high to throw the damn football. God.
Speaking of lost his fastball.
Yeah, speaking of losing its fastball, honestly, I don't want to talk shit. I mean, I hope Johnny Manziel comes back in the NFL. I hope he has the fucking best comeback story of all time and proves everybody wrong and just gives everybody the middle finger. I would love nothing more in the world, because I guarantee you.
I mean, he can play. That's what's crazy, is that like there's guys like Manziel, Tim Tebow. Like you can't tell me that there's 31 other quarterbacks better than those guys when they were coming out of college. You know what I mean?
I wish I could fucking NFL analyst would come in and be like, you guys are high as shit. He just names off 50 that are...
Blow me. NFL analyst. That's a fucking joke. That's a fucking
and you're like, oh,
oxymoron if I ever heard one.
You write about a sport where you can just like sum up the game with a coin flip because anything can happen. Like, yeah, I write about chance.
Fantasy football season's coming up.
He got the email about the reactivation.
I got the email.
Reactivation? I cannot fucking speak today, Max.
Pickle Piper, Peter.
Pickle Piper, People
Perry,
Peppers, Peckled.
Pickles.
Yeah, no, I need a fucking deep breath before this fantasy football season. I'm going to auto draft again. Somebody's going to fuck up. I'm always busy on that fucking day.
Okay, Dan.
I'm going to get the worst players again. And then I'm going to drop all my best
players. You had the second pick in the
trade all my
third
good
pick
players, and I'll pick up a whole team full of fucking scrubs. Who knows? I'm seriously. Can you pick my team? And I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to do a damn thing. I'm not going to make one trade.
I'd love to pick your team. You need like a team full of kickers. The move is you just get all the kickers, and then no one has one, and then they'll just trade you.
I would do this every week.
So how is that different from?
I don't know. Can someone help me? Someone in the PicksCast, someone who loves this show.
That's the funny thing is that we
help
love
me win my fucking fantasy league, please.
You've never won? Oh, of course you never won.
And the trophy is in my new place. It's in the room above me.
Just lording over you. Interesting.
I walk by it all the time. I look at that damn trophy and I'm just like...
So...
Literally just like that. And people are like, why is he sighing? Like walking by that glass thing.
Poor Pickles. Are you going to change your team name? Maybe that's the key. Switch it up.
I did change it. I changed it like halfway through the season. I was doing bad and I kept losing. I'm not good at fantasy football, and I just kind of accepted it. And if I ever do win a fantasy football league season one time...
Good Lord. Can you imagine?
It's just pure luck. That's all it is. And like everyone else's players get injured.
Well, yeah, I mean, so you're basically like the human equivalent of like the Jets.
I should just go to a damn psychic and be like, tell me who's going to get injured this football season.
Like the Jets have a chance to win the Super Bowl if, the Patriots, the Bills, Miami, Colts, Ravens, Broncos, Steelers, Seahawks, Panthers, Niners, and Houston Texans all like go down somehow. And the Jets are right in there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they're in, That's solid.
I can't believe, first of all, if the Patriots don't win the division this year...
I mean, they're going to be so good.
I was about to say I'll shave off my hair, but I don't want to...
I've seen your passport photo. It's terrifying. Terrifying.
Oh, me shaved. I think it was a good look.
You looked like you were like a Russian hitman.
Kind of.
Like a B-. You look like you're the first guy that gets killed in a Jason Bourne movie.
No, that's when I do my dead eyes face. I do that on purpose to fuck with people a lot. Okay?
So, when you take a passport photo, you're not really... You have to like open your eyes really wide. Did you know that?
I did though.
And you're not allowed to smile. I think.
No, you do whatever you want, I think.
I think you can like... You can't show your teeth.
I don't think so, you have to.
What the fuck is that? Like that's a pretty like what if there's two guys who look like each other, then one of them doesn't have any teeth? It's like, gee, I wish we had that in the photo, guys. Fucking the NSA is like, well, we can't really tell because this other guy uses Crest and this guy uses fucking
I hate America.
hiding his bombs like in his mouth. Never know. It blows his own fucking head off.
Did he just blow someone in the alley? What's in his mouth? Speaking of blowing, no, I'm just kidding.
Schmitty, what the fuck?
There's no intended. Wait, is it a burrito?
All right, we're moving on to a new segment. It's called What the Fuck, Schmitty.
Yeah, what the fuck, Schmitty?
Schmitty is our friend, and he does so many annoying things. Here's my contribution to this week's What the Fuck, Schmitty. the other day, I was like, "Oh, hey, have you seen my charger?" It was in my phone charger, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I took it." You have to do the Schmitty voice when you're telling the story. "Oh yeah, I took it. I think it's in my room. I took the one that was out here." And I was like, "Yeah, the one with the M on it." He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, the M for Max, and he was like, "Oh yeah."
Or mine.
Yeah. What the fuck, Schmitty? What the fuck, Schmitty?
I don't have a what the fuck Schmitty take, except that I can relate to Schmitty. And the fact that he lives in my old room in this place.
In the dungeon.
And that is something I could see myself doing. Especially if it's out. Yeah, fuck it.
What the fuck, Schmitty? All right, so that was our what the fuck, Schmitty segment.
He's eating a delicious burrito over there.
You just ate a fucking chicken sandwich.
I'm still hungry.
Do you need a picture of it? It's on my Instagram.
I saw it.
What do we think for a name? Max eats food good. That was it. Here's what was taken. Max eats. Max eats good.
You can get the lamest one, like Max's plate.
Max's plate? I guarantee you that's taken.
Oh, 100. Oh, you can't do the same one. I don't do Instagram, so.
You can't take somebody else's name.
Oh, yeah, you're done. There's no Max's
plate. Because somebody had MaxNoSleeves. Max's plate's there.
You can do it?
But it looks like Max Splate.
Sounds like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Max Splate.
Sounds like a weird, like sex ballet move. I gave her the old Max Splate.
Busted that bitch open and gave her the old Max plate after work. Beside of Denny's.
Hey, do you know what mansplaining is?
Mansplaining?
Yeah.
No.
That's when someone I forget if it's man to woman or woman to man, but you like explain something. Like a man will explain something to a woman because he thinks she doesn't understand because she's a woman. Something, and it's not about like dicks or something that maybe they
like sports.
Yeah, it's about like politics or like life or like basically like they're talking down to a woman, and so they're like, "Oh, you're just mansplaining right now." I feel like there should be a max-splaining. Only it's like I need an explanation of things. So they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to the concert tonight. Bring a picnic basket." And I'm like, "Picnic baskets?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's like a wooden thing that you put food in." And I'm like, "A wooden? You mean like a bowl?" And they're like, "No, it's what? Are you serious?"
That'd be pretty funny.
Max-splaining. I like it.
Speaking of liking it,
McDonald's? Do you want to go to McDonald's?
No. I do not want to step foot near McDonald's right now.
Mansplaining. When a man explains something to someone, typically a woman, in a manner regarded as condescending or patronizing. I'm listening to a guy mansplain economics to his wife. That doesn't seem like a good explanation at all. Because, like, economics is pretty complicated.
That's the last thing I ever want to talk about.
The economy, Dan.
This, which, for the election, who are we endorsing for president?
Whoa, really going...
Getting political.
Going straight political.
No, I'm just teasing.
I tell you who I'm not endorsing.
I'll tell you who I'm not endorsing.
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman. I'll tell you what. I feel like we'll get to that. That's how we're coming.
Edelman's having himself quite a few weeks.
Edelman. By the way, everybody.
This was. Oh yeah, let's get to the emergency. This is the whole thing. It was an emergency PicksCast. Dan hits me up yesterday. He's like, "Emergency PicksCast. We gotta talk about Julian Edelman." I was like, "Okay."
Can I just say, like, the America I believe in is when you have two friends, and one of those friends is like, I have a beautiful wife, and I have another beautiful person in my life who I have children with, and they happen to be two supermodels, and then your other best friend does the exact same damn thing. Julian Edelman impregnated a model by the name of Ella Rosa, who is absolutely beautiful, while he is simultaneously dating. I guess he impregnated her probably half a year ago, 9 months ago, we can assume. And he's now dating...
Well, less than, because she's not...
Less than, yeah. She's
not a daddy.
I'm also...
Right? She hasn't had the kid yet.
I'm fucking up this math terribly. And then Edelman is now dating Adriana Lima. So essentially what he's doing, he's always looked up to Tom Brady as a mentor professionally. It's crossing over to personally and how Tom Brady has lived his life. I mean, it is almost verbatim what Tom Brady did. And I have nothing but pride.
You love to say it.
And admiration and respect for both those two gentlemen. I mean, talk about a power couple amongst all of them together. And let alone, you know, everyone's very decisive about this election. I guarantee you an Edelman-Tom Brady ticket would take the world. That's all I got to say.
Edelman Brady over Belichick Brady?
No, just, I mean, how can you knock that? Imagine, like, in 5 years, Edelman and Brady are having a picnic with all their children and ex-model wives and whatnot. I mean, I feel like if I was one of those kids and I was like, oh, this is so awesome, I'd be like, you know what? We probably, like, shouldn't live in normal society. Like, let's go move to an island and create a colony. Right. Because, like, all these other people are so fucking normal and dull. Like, I'd be out.
I was thinking about that. You know how every year they do the Olympic Village?
Yeah, I would Olympic Village with.
So, and you know how everybody like fucks a ton at the Olympic Village? I don't know. Well, spoilers if nobody knew that. That's apparently a true thing.
Very true.
Every year they do the condom numbers. They're like, oh, we're dropping off 450,000 condoms for
like, why do the Americans never use the condoms? Like, I guess they're not having sex and they're all like having like herpes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is that if I was running the world, and God willing, one day I will be, I wouldn't let anybody have condoms at the Olympic Village. You know what I mean? That's our fucking top of the cream of the crop of our human beings.
You're on point.
They're all stupid, or you know, they're physically gifted. They're in no way an intelligence test to get in. Not that they're stupid, not that they're smart, but they're, you know. But whatever, yeah, we want those guys fucking. And then when the aliens come, we're like, cool, well, we have like 30 Michael Phelps.
I know, be like,
damn. And they're just gonna slap you in the face until they get tired, and they never get tired.
They also link up too.
Megazord style.
Yeah, Megazord. No, that's a great idea. But I mean, I get it. If I was them, I'd be like, you know what, Tom? Like, we all should just move to an island when we retire. Like, we're just gonna build like
maybe not an island, maybe like a gated community, like a golf community or whatever. They can play golf. They both really like golf, I think. I know Tom likes golf, so I assume Edelman will like golf in like 3 years.
Unbelievable. I'm so happy for these guys. Imagine, like, I don't know, I feel like Edelman now has done everything he's ever wanted to do. I feel like he got
won the Super Bowl. He caught the game-winning touchdown in a Super Bowl.
Caught the game-winning touchdown in a Super Bowl. He's got 2 supermodel. Because, like, kind of, I don't know. Who knows? He might, if he marries Adriana Lima, I mean, he's literally doing exactly what Tom Brady did. I mean, dude, honestly, even if I was playing, like, on the Jets, the Bills, the Dolphins, I'm playing against them, I'm like, damn. Kind of wish I was on that.
You know, what's his name's dating? Okay, so first of all, you have your pick. Do you take Adriana Lima or do you take Giselle?
Giselle.
He loves Giselle.
I mean, they're absolutely all beautiful, and obviously it's like very subjective at that, you know, they're all supermodels, and you take 50 people, they'll probably be split. But, I mean, holy shit. Good for Edelman. I saw that and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, is this the Onion, like, making fun of Tom Brady or something?
Now, are you ready for your mind to be blown just a little bit more?
Go ahead.
Do you know who Danny Amendola is dating?
Oh, he's dating a supermodel too.
Miss Universe.
I mean, come on. Come on!
Olivia Culpo. Previous ex-boyfriend was Nick Jonas.
Okay.
Miss Universe is dating New England Patriots stud Danny Amendola. Click here to see pics of their hot new relationship. Hot new pics. They're holding hands fully clothed walking down the street.
It looks like they're at Coachella.
I think they were. This is at Coachella.
Really?
I believe.
That's funny.
So, I mean, I couldn't be more proud of my team.
I mean, okay, guys, this is for the guys.
Girls, you can listen into it.
You can listen
don't
too.
fucking...
I'm just for anybody, guys, girls.
I'm picturing the girls like, well, and they throw the iPad like off the bridge or whatever.
Like, we're not doing the PicksCast anymore. For everyone who hates on the Patriots,
fuck you, first of all.
like, honestly, like, really, you gotta tip your hat.
I know.
You gotta tip your hat. I mean, speaking of tips, woo!
Just a tip.
I mean, you got 3 people just on the offensive side. I mean, there's just a gang of supermodels and children and colonies in the future. I mean, dude, honestly, like, you know, if the alien race was like, you gotta pick 30 people to live to start this colony. I'm like, you know what?
Patriots offense.
Yeah, Patriots offense.
I don't know.
The New England Patriots quarterback and 2 wide receivers families.
and me, obviously.
Yeah,
They're like, what are you doing there? And you're like, I'm the chef. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, actually, I'm the magician.
Now, okay. You ready for this?
Magician.
So let's do this. Olivia Culpo. Right?
Sure.
Giselle. Adriana Lima.
Lima. La Rosa. I mean, is Leonardo DiCaprio about to join the Patriots?
To me, that was the funniest part of the DiCaprio, Brady, Giselle. Because, you know, DiCaprio used to either be married or date Giselle, right?
I mean, he kind of dated everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
But it was funny, like, they broke up, and then she started dating Brady, and then there was some, like, really fancy gala or whatever where she brought him, and then DiCaprio saw, and then immediately, like, ran away. And it was like, this is amazing. Like, you were the top tier, super millionaire, influential people, blah, blah, blah. And you have 1 million followers, and you can, you know, you have so much influence, you have all this money, and you have all these, you know, whatever. And it just boils down to, like, the hot girl was dating the theater geek, and then they broke up, and now she's dating the quarterback, and now the theater geek is like, oh my God, I'm so scared, I'm gonna run away. Like, it's just like, it's amazing.
Yes.
You know? Just so amazing that it works out like that. You're like, all right, I'm in, fuck it.
I'm really proud of our offense. Like, they've had, what an off season. What an off season. Great pickups this off season, Max. I'm telling you.
I'm so pumped.
I mean, literally, if I was a linebacker playing a different team, I'd be like, man, I really don't want to hit this person. Can I shake your hand? How?
And can you, like, invite me to a party at your house?
Like, does she have friends? Like, let me get in this.
She's got friends. She's got,
dude, it's all because of Tom.
Friends.
I mean, oh my God. And Tom Brady is just like the godfather sitting there. I mean, no matter any time in his life, if he calls Danny Amendola or Julian Edelman, they will do, like, yeah, sure. What do you want? He brought them up. He brought them up to a Super Bowl.
How mad are you if you're Wes Welker? Oh. Man, oh man. What a little bitch.
You hate to see it.
Did he win a Super Bowl? No. Because he concussion retired before they gifted Peyton Manning that last one, right?
And then he dropped that pass against the Giants part 2.
He did it twice. Little fucker. Whatever. Fuck him. Who cares? They won. How excited are you for football?
I am excited. I think the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Like,
obviously.
I think every year. It's kind of like the NBA. If you see the Spurs are going to win, like...
Well, no Tim Duncan.
It's okay. They'll be fine.
Tim Duncan, typical diva fashion. Retires at, like, midnight on a random Wednesday.
and then was seen spotted shopping at TJ Maxx.
It was Old Navy.
Or Old Navy doing some deals on sweatpants.
Love Tim Duncan.
You know, usually the professional athletes that we know of have a lot of bravado and whatnot. It's just great to see someone like him just
not give a fuck.
I mean, he is one of the top
15.
top 8 or 9 players of all time. All time.
Yeah, okay.
We won't go down the list, but there's an argument there.
Number 1, Paul Pierce.
Number 1, Paul Pierce.
Number 2, Rondo.
But
Rondo and Dwayne Wade are both on the Bulls now?
Yeah, the NBA. We can do it.
What the fuck? We're not going to do an NBA PicksCast.
Well, I think they... Honestly, I don't think people like the PicksCast like the NBA stuff, to be honest.
Well, I don't like the fucking NBA. I hate the NBA.
I like it more than football.
It's because you're a fucking idiot.
No, it's because I think Jews, we like basketball.
Jews like basketball. And that's not racist.
Yeah, that was not racist. But very true.
Do Jews like basketball?
We like basketball.
Why?
I don't know. It's like
what you could
play. I feel like it's an American cultural thing. I feel like I'm thinking Jews I know, like they like basketball. They play basketball. They play BBYO.
Oh yeah, at the rec center.
Yeah, no, we like basketball, but I love the NFL. I think the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. I'm happy about Tim Duncan retiring. We're all over the place. We're going NBA. We're going football. But
did I ever tell you my buddy Alex? There was a thing called the New York Athletic Club, which is a really famous, like, big time gym athletic club. It has like basketball courts and all this other shit. But he wasn't a member because it's really, really expensive. Even like way back when. This is a long time ago. So he had some T-shirts printed up that said NYAC. And then he just wore the T-shirt, and then he would walk into the thing and be like, "Oh, I forgot my card, but obviously I go here. This is a T-shirt that says NYAC." And then they were like, "Oh, yeah, come on in. It's no big deal." And then eventually, like his friends were like, "What does NYAC stand for?" He's like, "The New Yiddish Athletic Club, obviously." And I think he trademarked it. And so yeah, if you're ever in a bind, just print up some T-shirts. People will let you in. Anywhere. We used to do that at hotels. We would if you just wear a bathing suit, you can walk through the lobby and you're like,
yeah, I've done that forever.
Where's the bathroom? Where's the pool? They're like, yeah, it's in the back. Sorry about that.
I've done that plenty of times. What you do is you walk in like you don't give a shit, and if anyone says anything, you give them no peripheral anything. I'm telling you, I've done this so many times in my life. I have completely ignored dozens of people.
Yeah.
I can't even count. And then you just make them feel dumb if they want to literally come and chase after you and get up behind you.
Well, I think there's two schools of thought. One is you walk fast and you look like you're in charge. That's one. That's what you're talking about.
No.
The other option.
You're in charge. Just go.
Well, look like you know where you're going.
Yes.
The other option is you walk really slow and you just look lost. And like you have no idea where you're going and you're just confused. And then people will be like, "Oh, I don't really want to deal with this fucking idiot. All right, I'm just gonna pretend like I don't see him." And then you can just sort of like saunter on, like look around, like where the fuck am I backstage? What the shit? I'm looking for the bathroom. Oh man, I'm in a green room. Like what the hell? I've done that like a lot, and that one works really well too.
Usually, just going and doing. You're usually fine.
And then you're like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be here. I have a badge that says VIP, but like I left it in the room."
Oh, let's be clear. We're both white. So, let's just be clear about that. That is also like one huge glaring thing. Unfortunately, in this country, people
they're getting shot.
Unfucking believable.
So these people getting shot playing Pokemon Go. How much? Be honest with me, Dan. Don't lie. How much Pokemon Go have you been playing?
Oh, 0. Come on.
I said don't lie.
I mean, really, come on. You know I hate that shit. No offense. Sorry if I finished half the PicksCast. We were too old for Pokemon.
I love Pokemon Go.
No, you don't.
I play Pokemon Go a lot. I did.
No, you don't.
Maybe we're a little. I never got into the cartoon.
PicksCast is officially over.
I didn't get into the cartoon the way I was into like the X-Men cartoon.
I've never once heard you talk. I know Pikachu.
Okay.
Larnzard.
Larnzard's not a thing.
That's close.
Charizard. Is that what you
mean? Ooh! See, I was close.
Sorry, I'm showing off. It's a real shame because. Ooh!
I changed my ring.
Nice ringtone.
I like it.
It's very soothing.
I changed it yesterday. That was the first time I've heard it.
That's ridiculous. How many times do you get a phone call during? Oh, I guess you get work calls.
Well, I usually have my phone on silent.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, no. The whole point of fucking this PicksCast was we had to do an emergency Julian Edelman.
Yes. But
scenario.
We divulge.
And we
digress. We digress. We don't divulge. We did both.
We
digress.
Digrulged.
Steve Grohl. Steve Grohl. Bradyisms. Brady.
Dave Grohl, Steve Jobs, I believe is what you were trying to say.
Edmonton Pumpernickel. That's what we'll talk about next.
So, anyway. Good?
I'm good.
Glad we did this.
Glad we
got it on the books.
We did get it on the books. I'm glad that we ate before the PicksCast, so I wasn't bitching the entire time about how hungry I was.
Only
10%
of the time.
Oh, and whatchamacallit, I saw a clip on ESPN this morning of Max Clunker, whatever the fuck his name is, new first take guy.
Oh, is he terrible? Was he like? I feel like you get in there and you gotta say something outrageous. Was he like, I hate black people?
We're not done with this PicksCast yet.
What does he hate? White people? That's a curveball.
Max has not seen this, and you guys are about to see his reaction to absolute madness. Oh, I cannot wait to see your face after you hear what
How long is this?
It's a couple minutes.
It's a couple minutes, Dan.
No, the beginning. All you have to do is say the beginning. Because he says it right at the beginning.
What is it, like fucking Gatorade commercial?
No, yeah, it's a commercial.
God, Gatorade. Get some better commercials. What the fuck?
Okay. Jesus.
Tom Brady's just about done.
What?
It could be the next game he plays. It could be.
Who the fuck is this fucking idiot? Hey, guy, you're not Jon Stewart. Why are you trying to look like a fucking homeless man's...
In short order. Now, what do I base that on?
Can you say that again?
Yes. Hold on. Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith has a heart attack.
That Tom Brady is just about done.
Yeah.
And he's going to be...
So, that's bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is
Obviously.
what you get on ESPN now. Literally, they are just trying to they're trying to piss us
It's a
off.
hot take. It's the shock value.
It's
It's like...
But this is too far.
Zero substance.
This is too far.
That's unbelievable.
This is too far.
And you see him like smirking like, that was my
That's
thing.
in a fucking production meeting being like, all right, we got to get you going on first take.
Yeah.
This is it.
Here's what you're going to say.
This is it.
And
He's
we'll
like,
support it because we're ESPN. We're fucking
yeah,
dickheads.
and he's like, how much you paying me? Yeah, sure. If I'm that fucking douchebag? Yeah. I'm like, okay. Anything else? Like...
That's fucking unreal.
The world we live in, folks.
That makes me like... That's fucking unreal. What a fucking shitbag.
I guarantee you he's voting for Trump. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to PicksCast. We could pop one up the next couple of weeks on the Pantheon, the Parthenon. What is it?
Patreon.
The fuck?
We're setting up a Patreon.
What is it?
That way,
Patreon?
this will make sense. So Patreon is a way for people who want to support the PicksCast to like fund it directly. So they'll say like every time you guys put a PicksCast up, easy Dan. Every time you put a PicksCast up, I'll pledge like $1 or $5 or whatever. And so there's different tiers, there's different rewards. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm down for this. Parathon.
Patreon. And then if you pledge $5, we'll say like, okay, well, you're a silver level Patreon, and we'll like answer one of your questions every PicksCast.
Or we do like Snapchat stuff.
Yeah, and we'll Snapchat you every time, or we'll do some other shit.
Or
Like
we'll
you can do some cool
PicksCast.
shit. We'll do an extra PicksCast, yeah.
I get it. Oh,
And it's like a more
Interactive.
interactive way that we can sort of involve the guys who are listening right now and the gals, obviously. But it's a way cooler way to do it. And my friends, people in the know have told me that it's the way to do it. I think it's a smart play.
I think it's great. We got Herschel. We got Mike's.
Yeah.
We got a big beer.
You pledge $50 at PicksCast, and Danny will personally call you and read you Herschel the Hanukkah Goblin every night before bed.
Actually, that would be pretty funny. Maybe for 40. Oh, I love this book. It's amazing. All right, guys. Herschel. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a lovely week. Love each other. Don't do anything stupid.
Peace.